This is Samson. So Robert, introduce me to this group here. Who am I? What do I do here?
This is Samson. He's the lead designer on this bridge replacement project. He's one of the most accomplished engineers in the entire office. So when there is a project that has a level of complexity, guess who they come to? Mr. To, the voice of hotel. So give some respect to his name. He knows what he's doing.
Thank you. Okay, as you can see here, I'm a beginner impacting. Not the big mark. See how it's working like this here? And that's small work. That's what we do. We talk, but we do as well. We begin to see your beginner. Okay? Again, the sweat is the body. It's my country. So we're doing it to be able to help. Whatever we can do to help. It's not about the money. It's about what we can do to improve the lives of our brothers and sisters. This is the city of beginner. And they put in the sidewalk. Yes, I'm going to tell you that. They put in the sidewalk. And I'm going to be the one to put in the sidewalk. If I all do it. So, Good evening, folks. Samson told Libra Padrito. I want to thank all of you again that are going to be coming in or that are already coming in. We say thank you very much for tuning into Libra Padrito tonight. Oh, I yet to share. So we ask all of you again, just do us a favor here. If you can share this video to as many brothers and sisters as possible, we will really, really do appreciate it. We do appreciate it, but we'll like it more. Just so that our brothers and sisters will be able to join us and have a conversation of what's happening in our own community. So wonderful thing to be here again tonight. We say thank you. Thank you for joining us tonight. It's a wonderful thing to have you here as well. Please, all we ask is that you just share this video to as many brothers and sisters so that again they can join us. Samson To, who is trying his best here to share this video to as many brothers and sisters as possible as well. We would really love to have that, and that's why I am the. I do not have much. Um, Again, we'll just continue watching. We're doing our best here with the producer, the whatever you want to call us. We are here. We're doing it for our folks. So just get there with us here as we try to share this to the many brothers, the panelists himself. We're trying to share that. So then hopefully they will join us tonight and we'll have the conversation. It's wonderful things to be here as well. I want to thank all of you again. Please just share this video while I'm doing my best to share it as well to other folks. Just share this video to people so they can join us. We're going to have some wonderful, wonderful conversation here tonight. We are a bit, what should I say, a bit up to date. Let's put it that way. I want to thank you all. There's been some writings about people say what they say and people do what they do and what have you. We will continue to ask and that let's just try to do the best here as we can to make sure that this platform serve all of us. Please help us out and share to as many people as possible. Now I'm done sharing. I'm doing my part. I'm done with my part. So I ask again to please just do us a favor and have this thing. I'm not too sure what's going on with my set here tonight. I know I'm audible, but I am asking. I'm asking that we share this video to as many people as possible while we're here doing this. I hope those of you that are joining us will just share. Let me try to put few other things together here. Just share this video to as many brothers and sisters as possible for us, and we really do appreciate it. Until you continue to provide for us. We want to thank you for the blanket of love you have for us. We want to thank you for the blanket of forgiveness that you have for us. My Lord, we thank you. We thank you. We know there's more to come. And we thank you in advance because we know those of us believe in you. We know your ability to provide. You have done it for many, many, many years, and you will continue to do that for many, many, many more to come. We ask that you extend our life. We ask that all of us, that life is being extended by you. You are in control, and we believe in you.
My laws will come before you again tonight to say that the Republic of Liberia and the people of the Republic of Liberia be blessed. That the President of Liberia, President Joseph Baka, be blessed. Extend his life, touch his hand. Whichever door he knocks, open the door in the interest of the Liberian people. My Lord, we ask that the host country, the United States of America, be blessed. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. That's how we do it here. So let's go ahead and start our Tabata here tonight. It's going to be a wonderful, wonderful Tabata. I have few things I want to talk about here before I hopefully, uh, let's see here. Let's see here. What is it? So, okay. So, Liberia, we're here. We're here. So, again, you know, I'm going to do my best here this evening to be more of a presenter than it is to be a commentator. Okay, Momo, Momo, I don't have your email. Can you put it up here? Let me put my number up there. Let me put my number up there. And you text me. Let me put a number up there. And you text me your email. Let me file. I'll just read my number: 916-533-2048, and text me your email. I'll send you the information. But if you can put it on here, if you can put it on here, if it's not secret, you put it on here. I can just click, copy, and put it on the other stuff. So, but let's go ahead. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead. So, the issue that we're hearing from other government agencies, the drug business. I'm very, very happy. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let me copy that. Um, okay. So let's first of all let me copy the link once again, and then we do this. Uh, okay, folks, just bear with me. One of my esteemed panelists want to have the link sent to him. I don't have his email. He has not been able to give me that. So let's go ahead. What's give me a minute. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Yeah, y'all give me a minute. I come in. I come in. Neon a comment star. Okay, we say the uh okay. So all right. Okay. All right. I hope you get this. Let me know if you get it. If not, so Momo, I sent you the link already. But give me a minute before you come on. So let me talk my own tabata first. That's the privilege of being a presenter. You got to talk for 2 minutes, 3 minutes before anybody else. So, oh, I promise, I say I will be nice. So, so I take that back. But anyway, let me go on. Let me go on. Let me go on. Folks, Sam Cinto Labropo Radio. Conversation with Sam Cinto is on tonight. And we're going to take these things serious here. Look, there's no secret. I support this president and this agenda. There's no secret about that. Because I believe if you go through the agenda, every little pieces of that agenda, they are holding, it's meant to hold Liberians together, number one. And it's also meant to make Liberians to feel proud of their country and see how much they can contribute to the continuing development of the country, whichever way you want to classify. So I do support that. My problem is Many of the people, and they are most of them are young people. Many of these ministers, then they are not 60, 70 years old, late 50s, early 40s. But yet still, they are not producing as much as I would. My feeling, my feeling. And not only that, another issue that I have with them is that they don't associate themselves with each other. It seemed to me, and I've never been a minister before, but I've been reading about them a lot. Now, yesterday, day before yesterday, whatever. But the inability to associate one person to another to be able to say, okay, what is your function in this government? By you asking, you're not being rude, so that all of you will know your functioning possibility in the area that you have a subset, because that's the only you alone can't do it. The road minister, who is the public work, you alone not into road business. In the road business, you got transport ministry, you got the police involved, you have the judges involved. Because whatever happened on your road, most likely might ended up in the court. And the court must be able to understand exactly why you put the curve you put in there. What is the reason? You think people here to play around? But many of them assume because you're a minister, you know all. Even in their own ministry. This is another bad thing they do in their own ministry. They have their own clique. Oh, the minister boys. Oh, the minister group there. You're working for the people of the Republic and then you have your own group? How do you expect the minister, the assistant, the deputy, who are not your boys, how do you expect to work with them? And many of the young people that are smart, intelligent, and able to work, once they have the opportunity to leave that country, they're gone. They're not coming back until they're old. Brain drain because of these kinds of stuff. How are you going to build middle class when all of your brain are leaving the country? People who's supposed to help you innovate, people who's supposed to help you to bring in new ideas, because of your rotten behavior, they're leaving the country. How are you going to build middle class? How are you going to build middle class? And so many of the ministers are bad right now. I bet you that they're starching. They're starching their doors away. So the next campaign, they come put 200,000, 300,000 into the campaign. And when that person wins, they will pick them and bring them back again. How you think they keep having to recycle? I'm on local money. I'm on local my own money and pay for a job. Then why I want to school for? Why well, all these years? Why I've been suffering, training myself for what? If I will buy a job, I will not buy a fashion job. I'll buy a job in total. But I'm not going to buy a job in Monroe. Why will I buy a job in Monroe for that place I come from? If you want me to buy a job, I'll buy a job in total. But on a very serious note, if many of these people believe that they and only they alone can do it, we're not moving anywhere. And the speedy recovery, the speedy developmental process of any country based on the administrators. The administrators must do it and do it well. This president, and now they want what's his name? Dr. Mali will chew me today. This president must employ Dr. Mali to manage a better yala. Anybody you steal something, you don't their civil right don't have to be abused. And you're found guilty, you go into better yala. Hard labor. You do it one or two times, something to on your God. I don't want to steal. Because if they go, man, it will not be easy after 2029. Unity Party. Oh, I love this. I love this. You got mail. If CDC come to power, you got mail. You got mail. President, we are most likely will open another branch of court, 200 courts in one street, because all of y'all, from minister to the clerk in any of the offices, in any of the ministry, all of y'all will go and test what happened to the pure money. You think you sit out here, they were, oh, we're taking the person to jail. Oh, we don't know what happened here. CDC will not play around. CDC went right to pay there, they paid there big time. You're now opening the Pandora box, CDC will close it for you. So if you know what I know, many of you ministers, you better ask the AGAC or WGA, whatever they call themselves, to audit you every 3 months or 4 months, whatever it is. And you have your auditing report in your hand at all times. Carry it around just like passport. Because when CDC take over, even Clarence David, who working in America, they will audit he. We talk too much here on LPR, they will come for you. They will come for you. You see, they know you. Rescue 3, they know you. Whether you working in America or they will come for you. And you working like, bro, almost 10, 15, 20 years ago, they will come for you. And you will be audited, Clarence David. You think these people are going to play around? But on a very serious note, how do you expect to build middle class? You can't have poor. Tell your own. You see that one thing I love by you. You have let you take things for granted. They see Liberian people that brought you in. You think they want to kick you? Why you're doing so much? You know, party. Why you're doing so much that the Liberian people say, yeah, we're keeping you when President Waka is not seeking re-election? What you're doing? Every day you're embarrassing the father of the net. What you're doing? Every day, if it's not drug, it's stealing. If it's not stealing, it's concession. They're coming in and people are taking money that don't belong to them. And you kind of say rest in peace to CDC. For me, as supporter of President Waka, I will not take CDC for granted because I do know sedition are very intelligent. The only time I will not pay too much attention if President Waka not shaking the tree. That sycamore tree need to be shook a little bit. You have to shake it. But let me move on. For that country to move anywhere, we have to even make it should be an attempt. It should be made an attempt to make sure that indeed people are trying to build a middle class. Many of the rich people, they don't even look back. They get it, they're scared because of where they're coming from. They don't want to invest into something. So if you don't have middle class, you can't get anything. The rich people among us, when they get the money, they're scared. Like I said, they know where they're coming from. They know what it means to be poor. They know what it means to be poor. They don't want to go back there. And they don't want any of their family member to repeat that. And so when they get the money, they hold it tight. They don't want to invest. They don't want to invest. But the government of Prophet Liberia should open the door and make these rich people themselves, who are also Liberian, to understand that it's good to invest and make sure that they have good dividend. And they will open up. There's so many things in our country to make money now. I give you an example. When I was growing up in Town, right? My cousin, who is now in Philadelphia, I'm not going to call her name, but they have a farm and on her brother farm, the brother have their tree. I don't know the English name of people. I don't know the seed. I mean the fruit. It's just like grapes, but it's not. It's sour. I don't know the English name. Don't ask me what the name. You go sue me. I don't know. Oh, I say I will not say what kind of thing. I don't know the English name. But what they did was they will go and collect the fruit and mash the fruit, mash it real well, and sift out the liquid, and they bottle those things. And they used to sell each of the bottle 15 cents. And as soon as they finish, it doesn't even take long. The bottle's gone. That means all kinds of stuff is in demand. Can you imagine? It's a fruit. It's a tree that can be planted because the guy planted it on his farm and it grew. It doesn't take long to grow. Can we invest in something like that? There's another one. Also don't know the English name, but this one pie is wild. The stem is about this high. It's red. It just like it grow in the wild. I mean, red, but it sit on the ground just like this. But when you open it, it has seed, little small little black seed. But if you meet up with a good one, it's sweet. If you meet up with the other one, it's bitter. We got things in our country to make money, but everybody now they want cocoa. They want I don't call it rubber. But the little stuff that population will go for, we don't deal with that. There's so many things in our country we can make money of. But what do we do with the farmers? We don't even have respect for them. We have no respect for them. Why? Because we got foreigners that will input our food. So as long what do I need to work? First of all, this is the farming, the way I know. You gotta brush. You gotta cut the tree, the stake then you cut the stake then. Then you chop them into pieces. Then you burn the farm. Then you plant the rice. Then you cut the rice. And that circle repeats itself. Those days, most people don't stay in one place to move from here, but they stay in the same area. How do we grow the middle class? You got all the economics people call themselves economists and whatever they call themselves. Show Liberian how to grow the middle class. You got Liberian in the diaspora. They are considered middle class in this country. But when they try to invest, think about this. Think about this. You buy a car here in America. You say, okay, maybe I want to do a transport business in Liberia, but it requires a car. So you go and buy a car here in America, 2,500. You ship it to Liberia. Then they want you to pay 3,000 to 4,000 to get 2,500 car out of the port. What is the interest? What is the profit you're gonna make? So what's the point? People say I don't want to buy a car. So most people don't want to buy a car from Liberia. So how do we even carry out development? Because if I'm allowed to bring car into Liberia, if I can afford 4 or 5 car, they're not going to be the rotting car you see in the street of Monrovia. But because cars are not in numbers, in later models are not in number, that's why you have the mechanic. They weld these most of the cars. They weld them together. If you look at those Texas, they weld them together. How you will grow middle class people welding car together? How you gonna get middle class in a country like that? From time to time, you bring President Salih, no innovation. You bring President Weah, no innovation. Now President Baka here, we don't see any kind of improved innovation. Nothing, nothing, nothing. So why would you not expect these young people to gravitate to the area where they're able to make money fast? I'm not excusing their behavior. So how do we do that? How do we get out of this thing here? How? You got foreign ministry, we don't see anything important. You got commerce ministry. Maybe there's something there, but I haven't seen it. And I try to peruse these social media every day. Try to find something. President Baka, if some of these kids, young people are not working for the interest in the interest of the Liberian, let them go. They are not the only Liberians. Why you want to stick with them? When it's not a contract, it's not a entitlement. This is to serve. It's a privilege. But because you guys believe in friendship, friendship cannot run your country. All friendship does is give you nothing but static. You're gonna stay in one position. Hey, the public can fire me, man. I'm my anti friend. How is that person gonna be anxious to develop? How is that person gonna be anxious to bring new ideas? No pressure. No pressure whatsoever. But if they look behind them, they see the footstep. You fool around, you don't produce, you're out. You will see people who will want to produce. And very soon you will find your country moving further than what you will be expecting. President Waka, you're not in this thing for clothes. You're not in a thing for waka waka. You're not in a thing for nyama nyama. You told us you are here to build with the help of all Liberians. You said all hands on deck. And you only have few, and some of them are putting one hand behind their hand, putting one hand on top on the deck. Instead of all hand, some of them having one hand and behind their back and put the other hand. How you gonna go? We're going nowhere, oh man. We're going nowhere. They got some people employing based on partisanship. Nothing they're bringing on the table. Go to some of the ministry. Some of them they don't care whether they make money or not. They just get out in the money. They go to work, occupying space. How do we move? Why is it that up to this point, when it rained in Monrovia, flooded? What can we, President Wakaido? Do you really believe that Liberians are incapable of solving the flood problems in Liberia? Do you really believe that Liberia and Liberians, especially Liberians in the diaspora, do not have the knowledge to make sure Monrovia, which is not that big of a city, to be able to provide current continuously? Some of these people, some of these Liberians that I'm talking about, they manage electrical great in the great all over the United States. Many of them. I don't want to call name. Some Liberians are so good that their companies decide to send them to South Africa to help. They don't send them to Montreal. But your son, look at Montreal, Freeport, Montreal. Who's running it? Who's running? Now I don't talk about fly by night Liberians who really, really running that Freeport of Monrovia. How are we gonna move forward when we don't care for ourselves? We only want it for us, instant gratification. Instant gratification. Yeah, you said, Mr. Toll, we got some pressing issue. We're not discussing it. Yeah, let the other people discuss it. I will discuss what I want to discuss. If the analysts come on, whatever they want to discuss, we'll discuss it. I send the team to Ture already. Guys, if you're hearing, you want to come on now, it's about time you jump in. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. But let me go on before I end. When will we move this country, beautiful country of ours? We allow people. My sister called me 2 days ago. I was talking to the Burkinabe that is on my farm. I told her I don't want no money. Oh. When I get there, when I go next year, only one person gonna stay. The rest of it gonna go. And if they start putting cocoa here and there, I'll take what do you call it, chainsaw and cut down cocoa tree that I don't want in area that I don't like. Thank you, madam. Thank you. Thank you. We appreciate it, man. But let me go on. Let me go on. What do we do? How do we do this? We probably just kind of clean caca in other foreign land and in our own country. The older you get, the more these things becomes personal. So I'm working as an engineer, as you all know. But a few days, I just improving people's life in America. My own people, they can when it rain, they got nowhere to go. What kind of engineer is Samson to? When would the Liberian people really have an impact that I will impact their lives? I go to Grand Bazaar, can I do side what I eat? That side what they will eat. But then you go back to it too and say, who's calling Samson to for help? Nobody. Because they believe if Samson to comes in for help, maybe you would take where I want from that job to do what? To do what? To do what? But it's not about me. Middle class. Go look at Monterey. People complain about it being a dump site. Look at President Waka. Don't you believe that Liberians that I know, proud Liberians that I know, they don't have the ability to clean a city? They're not cleaning it because many of them circle fence. They only clean it when you bring a stranger to town. After that, that's it. And why would they want to even clean Monreal? Many of them not even from Monreal anyway. They're visiting. Why can't you force Liberia in a diaspora to produce for once? Instead of us sitting on these kinds of platforms running our mouth every day. Why can't you come and force us, identify few like not the one you did here the last time? Terry, I'm gonna bring you on if it's okay. Just put your thumb up and I'll bring you on. Okay. Now, what you did here the last time, good evening, Terry. Thank you for joining us. You decided to come have a Liberian diaspora, whatever it is. Look at the people. Look at the people you appointed. Look at the people they select, they recommended to you. They are not connected to the real Liberians in the diaspora. They are not connected. Many of the people, you don't see them into their county organization. You don't see them into their district organization. You don't even see them into their town organization. But because they got sharp mouth, they go to ULA. And once they become president of ULA, now they're recognized. No, those are the wrong people. Go to the county level, go to the district level, and produce people from there. And they will work for you, President Wakai. Challenge all. Now that you have earth moving equipment, challenge Liberian to use that opportunity to be able to move that country forward. Let me bring in Walter Carter. And folks, now that they are pouring in, the analysts are pouring in, I will make this my last comment, and that is President Waka, challenge us. Challenge us. The Liberian diaspora will be a great help to you. Challenge us. Don't just pick one or two people from among us and say y'all can't work. and they're not doing anything. These positions are not meant to be entitlement. These positions are meant as a service to the people. If somebody is not serving, you ain't tired of anything that not a power found, that not my power found either. If I'm not producing, let me go. Thank you. Terry, thank you for joining me. We appreciate it. Walter Carter, thank you for joining tonight. We appreciate it. Terry, what's on your mind? Any contribution, whatever it is you want to talk about, let's listen to you.
Well, good evening to Libra, to you, the guru, to all those that are watching, including Keto, my friend and brother. Yeah, there are a whole lot of stuff going on. I think the president newly appointment is something to look at. With the removing of the other guy on grounds of they say ethical breach, nothing criminal. So does it do they is it about that why is it because he recused himself so they call that ethical breach? Maybe he recused himself without informing the president, or he without informing the justice minister, without having a conversation with them. That is why they call ethical breach, because ethical breach, I don't think it means that he was implicated into the car issue as alleged by the I don't know how you call them, news verify or something from Martin Colley. So I thought that that was something to look at, and also they are the Amara Conan scenario back and forth with the deputy minister. I think those are things that I was looking at. But yeah, you did stress some fine points about the economy, middle class, and all that. But I think the economy, to build a middle class, the Liberian people have to be motivated. We are not motivated. The Ghanaians built Ghana. That is why you see Ghanaians they are patriotic. They can tell you say Ghana is the best country in the world. Nigerians built Nigeria. Why? Because they were passionate about the country. They took the opportunities that were available to them, that was created in the country for them, and the economy is primarily in the hands as compared to Liberia. Since the war, seems that Liberians have just withdrawn from anything that have to do with the private sector in Liberia. Most Liberians gravitate to politics versus gravitating to the private sector. Now you carry 1 billion to Liberia now, or let's say you carry 15 to 20 billion. And you say, okay, I will give Liberians loan here and there for them to go into certain businesses to invest. That would just only last for like maybe 2 or 3 years. That money will be spent on different things. At the end of the day, there will be no hay, no take. So I think our middle class economy that we're trying to build will come from, recalibrating the minds of Liberians by teaching them, telling them the importance of first loving their own country. It could start from the way how we celebrate our independence. That could be a motivation that would drive Liberians into investing into their own country. And I think with that kind of passion, with that kind of drive, we will not be able to take our country economy in our own hands. Other than that, we're back to status quo. Thank you.
Thank you, Terry. Thank you. Walter Carter, let's hear from you.
Okay, Libra, how you doing, Terry?
Yeah, bro.
Everything's cool on my end, and I would like to say hi to our listeners and our viewing audience. So, Libra, you touch a point, even though I got my own talking point, you touch a point, and yeah, I've been hearing over the years a lot of opposition and even uh, just common Liberian people saying political reward is not in heaven, and I think that's the saddest mistake we make. Because when we start to think this way, it means that if I give you my support, you must put me in government. And when you put me in government, my reward is not that I'm serving. My reward is to take from government. It's to take from people, the very people that we came out and advocated on the behalf that we could make the change. So my reward for being a supporter of a party or your say or your is for position. And this are going to government offices, ministers, whoever they are, you understand? They go with the mindset of putting money in their pockets and not putting the people first, the country first. All right? Because that's the reward. That's the reward. You listen to what he named today, Calando, even though he's not in government. But George Calando said something, it was and Kev Hassan caught him right into it. You understand? That I mean, Joseph Parker had an uncle, and he contributed a whole lot, and he enjoyed nothing here. He can't start supporting Unity Party that he gotta enjoy. He gotta get on the eating. You understand? This is where we are as a people. When people think that they can take the country money and use it on themselves instead of using it for the country to improve the country for the next generation. You understand? Those are things that we are not thinking about. You got people coming to office. They say, okay, you agriculture minister to show we can grow our agriculture sector in ways that will be self-sufficient in food production. No, it's about politics, it's about getting money for themselves. You ain't thinking about that agriculture thing. The agriculture thing is way behind them. You ain't thinking about going back to the soil. No. What they thinking about, they will get some good budget money, ride big cars, and call myself minister. So the impact of the soil, making impact of the soil so it can make us self-sufficient in food production, it's not part of the agenda. And then where you and I are supposed to come in and remind them that you are servant. You are not a boss. But instead, we put it on the pedestal. Because if I start to castigate them or try to say they're not doing the right thing, you who brought it into power, you say, oh no, 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 no. So they will continue. And when my time comes, when my person in power, I will do the same thing. We should erase that kind of mindset. Because if we don't do that, the labor and Terry, our children will be crying even worse than us crying today. And so my conversation today here will border around um um what Terry just spoke about, the information minister, deputy information minister. In fact, the entire information minister bringing down insult on people who have dissenting opinions, attacking
Thank you.
people for no reason.
Thank you. Thank you, Walter. We'll come into that. Thank you very much. Let's go now, Dr. Mali. Thank you for joining us. Uh, what's on your plate? Anything you particularly you want to talk about?
Yeah, I think the topic you started uh, that has continued this middle class thing uh, is one of the more important thing, and I think Terry was introducing something that I wanted to elevate. I think the issue of patriotism. I think this is something we never cultivated from day one. Unlike the Ghanaians, they started fighting the colonialists and they were jealous over their country. And when they took over, they even decided to replace so many of these colonial identity and symbols. So they developed common language, I think the Fanti or the Chui, to hold them together. So what I'm driving at here is that from day one, that patriotic spirit, we never cultivate it from day one. I think that is where our problem is also coming from, that is undermining so many things in Liberia.
Thank you. Let's go around the table one more time on this, and then we'll pick up from uh, um, Terry's process. I mean, subject, and we'll pick up. Let me go back to you, Terry. You made a statement earlier that we need to have Liberian to develop a spirit of patriotism. How do we do that? And who is going to be responsible to have that kinds of a um, process take place in the country?
Well, Libra, like one of the ways we can do that is to start teaching our students in school, because to unlearn what our generation learned over the years, the lackadaisical experience that we have from the war, the fear, all of that is now transcending into the next generation. So we need to cut it off by firstly recalibrating the schools, teaching Liberian culture, teaching Liberian, not part of the culture, not everything, teaching Liberians how to be patriotic, teaching Liberians or forming a language or common language. It could be 4 different languages, maybe Pele, Bassa, look among the big tribes and select 4 different languages that Liberians will speak besides English, and then from there, and we will begin to pick up from there to become more patriotic, teaching Liberians how to invest in their own country and all of that. I think we can start from there. But for our generation, all the information we know, it's going to be difficult for us to be patriotic unless something seriously happened to us, wherein because of what will happen will bring us together, you know. But the first approach, because to me, I doubt that our generation really have the love for the country to change it. Even though we have all the sophistication, we have the money, we have the resources, but unfortunately, it's difficult for us to change Liberia because of what we know. The war trauma, the hurt, the diversities that we overshadow, that we cover, that we hide. So the generation coming, if we don't lay that foundation for them, they will fall right into the same way we think. And everybody will become attacked on this day against one another. You can see it right now, even on social media with the government. Most people, everybody just political. Meanwhile, the foreigners are benefiting from what we're supposed to take advantage of because Liberians are afraid to venture. Our priority is more like gravitating more to politics and things. You go to the university, you see the amount of students that come out every year. What are they? Where are these people going? Are they practicing what they're learning from the school? So all that knowledge they acquire, where is it channeling? Who is benefiting from the knowledge that they acquire over the years? So we see that we have a society that is stuck and clocked into that mindset that limiting our capacity to grow. Because when you are patriotic, you will know what to do to help your country versus what to do to help yourself. That's the difference. So, like Ghana, like I was talking about the Ghanaians, go read about the Ghanaians. Like they will say, oh, Ghana, Ghana. The Ghanaians were the one who invested into their own country's economy that changed the trajectory. So even though the government laid down some rules, but they took advantage of that opportunity. Are we doing that? Are we Liberian? We got opportunity that the government have given to us, but are we taking advantage of those opportunities? Are we forcing the hand of the government to give those opportunities to foreigners? Because we Liberians are afraid to venture into these opportunities because we think that those opportunities, some level of lackadaisical and unpatriotism. So we rather invest the money outside the country. Look at the legislature. Look at the suits they wear. Ask yourself where do they buy those suits? Because most of the suits they wear don't come from Liberia. They don't come from Liberia. You go to Nigeria, most of the Nigerian politicians, they wear African suits. African suits in Nigeria cost a lot. And those guys buy it, they spend more money to buy African wear, which is of the culture, even in Ghana, than even the European suits that we who claim to be traditional people and from Africa, Liberia. Liberian man, if he don't wear kosu, he can't feel fine in your body. But one of those suits, where it costs about three. Let's say the lowest you will find for a decent suit will be around 400-500. So, but those guys, the suit they wear, not less than 1,500, 4,000, 5,000. Look at them pretty well. Most of the time, we only highlight the president's shoe, the president's suit. But take a picture, look at these guys, and evaluate the suits they wear in the Senate, in the House of Representatives, how much money they're spending on themselves. Go to their homes, go and see the kind of material they're using in their home. You will know that most of those things are not bought in Liberia. So if they are buying it from elsewhere, where are they sending the money? Is that patriotism? They're sending the money outside. That capital flight thing is still going on. It's not an old news, it's new. So my majority of that United States dollars that we're supposed to be spending in the country that's supposed to circulate is going outside of the country every single month. And
Thank
that
you.
is why Liberia is struggling. Thank you.
Thank you. Walter Cotter, let me come to you again. I know I don't know where you're up to here tonight, but let me come to you before I go to Dr. Mali. And like I said, we're just going around. This is the last round, then we'll pick up on Terry's subject here. So the issue here, Walter, that I have for you is this: we're coming from a war situation. The trust level is still very low among ourselves. How do we deal with it, Walter? How do we deal with that particular? Because if there's no trust among ourselves, how can I deal with someone that I don't trust? How do we resolve that? Walter, let's hear from you.
So, liberal, you see, it said when the head is damaged, the rest of the body messed up. Excuse my French in that, right? So, prior to our civil war, we had people that came to power that put the country in a direction that was not too good. Then we had another group of people that came and said they could redeem. It damaged the country, damaged the minds of the people, right? So we got another group of people that came and said we can fix it. Well, what they did not realize was we have come from war. Half of our population, if not all of our population, were traumatized and and undereducated or not educated at all. So the issue of being patriotic, the issue of being innovative, the issue of being educated, the issue of loving oneself, all those things are lacking in our society. Lacking, right? So for us to get to the place where we will start trusting one another for the things that we say we want, it will take us a long time. We have to first start loving ourselves. We have to first be patriotic, like Terry said. We have to be innovative. We have to be educated. Because vast majority of our people are not educated in our society, so they don't know anything better. Anything better, and I mean it. Because if I were elect a senator, I'm not electing him to be my boss. If I were elect a representative, he's not my boss. I'm his boss. I put him there to make sure that the administration, the executive, work in the interest of me. And if the executive is not working in the interest of me, he represents me. He should speak on my behalf or do those things that will bring the administration to the need to do the needful. But because I'm limited, I don't know better. So I put him there and then I make him my God. So he can see from me when I see him, I must bow down to him. I must call him honorable. And that's the problem we face, the lack of education. The lack of education. And to the extent, even the people that are educated, they adopted something that is so bad, sycophancy. And sycophancy came in our society from the two party. So say one, so say all. Yo, yo, yo. Yo, yo, yo. Anything the leader said, Father, we should desist, we should get away from those things. But we need to be educated. Because, Mr. Toe, as educated as you are, nobody can tell you that when you take plastic and put it on the road, it's a good thing for the people in the environment. Nobody can tell you that. You can't do that thing in America, yeah? With all of the design you can do. I don't care how they put catching hot on the road. You can tell them say that put plastic on the road. The first thing they'll tell you, somebody will come out environmental hazard. The lawsuit are coming for you, you will run away from them. But you can take that thing and carry it to Liberia and put on the road, then you justify as an engineer here that at least the people can drive from Monserrado to Grand Gila in limited time. But you don't think about the aftermath. What will happen to the people, the children that are not born yet? What will happen to them if those plastic get in the water system? You
Thank you.
see what, Mr. Toe? Anyway, go ahead.
Thank you. Thank you, Walter. We appreciate it. Let's come to Dr. Mali. Dr. Mali, as I said, we're just going around one. This is the last one here. But as someone who also have who's an educator here on this platform, can you help us to suggest some of the fixes? We know, I think we have identified few problems from our own perspectives. But I was hoping that perhaps if you do agree with what we have identified already, if those are according to you, if they are problems, in fact they are problems, is there any fixes you can suggest? If you don't believe there are problems that we have identified, then please by all means give us from your perspective what are the problems and how do we get it fixed.
Well, Labor, I think the two speakers are on point. I mean, they make a lot of relevant sense to the issue of the way forward. But frankly speaking, I would like to state that we as a people and as a country, we have overgrown the spirit of patriotism. We have gone 179 years practicing division and segregation, something that we fought in 1980, all right, for which people were even killed, marginalization. All these things help to undermine patriotic spirit. So I would want to believe that we are overgrown now when it comes to adapting patriotic spirit. But just for the devil, let's play the devil advocate's role. If we really want to be patriotic starting from today going forward, first of all, we need one dialect to be spoken. And we get too many of them. So the government will have to enforce this. Because patriotism, you don't take it on a silver platter. It's part of the radical reform. You have to enforce it. And if possible, assuming we decide to say, okay, we will choose Vi and Crown to be the national language for Liberia. From foreigner down, everybody you forced to learn it. And nobody speak English. You got to learn it. All right? And it is taught in all our schools. I mean, all our schools. That one way we can fall in line. Another way we can fall in line again is the government creating an avenue
But
for.
hold on 1 minute, Doc. I mean, let's
Yeah.
have a conversation on that.
Okay.
If if what you're suggesting to have one or two languages,
Mhm.
how does that tie into the patriotic spirit that you're talking about?
Okay. I'm taking the example from Ghana.
Okay.
When I went to school in Ghana, before I could graduate, foreign student or whosoever you are forced to speak the Chui or read the Chui. Other than that, you're not graduating a liberal. So I was forced to learn that thing overnight because I didn't like it, but I have to do it, right? So how does language or vernacular unite us? First of all, when you and myself speaking the same thing, it unite us against our common enemies. That's the first benefit that come out. Because I noticed when I was in the dormitory, most of the time the Ghanaians, they were always speaking English, but when I entered the dormitory, I entered our room, where we were four in the room, look, I would start speaking their tree, I won't understand it. And so they'll even be talking about me. So it has a spirit of binding you people together. And the Ghanaian travel with that, even abroad. They travel with that thing abroad. And the next thing now is the Ghanaian come abroad, they found each other. Sometimes they found one apartment, about 10 of them will be inside there. Why? Because they see themselves having a common struggle from back home. They will live in there, save money, and create competition among themselves to develop their country. Maybe Terry will leave and go build a 3-story building. I will also leave and go build a 3-story or 4-story building with a pool. So there's a competition when they travel, and they stay hold together and help each other. You see, we are far from there. Like for instance, there are some places I work in this country with some Nigerian. There are some secret they hide from you, but give it to their Nigerian brother. And they will not give it to a Liberian or other national. And the Ghanaians also do that. Where is that coming from? It's coming from the togetherness, the spirit. And lastly, culture. Culture play a very important role in patriotism. Because we come from the same society in Liberia, maybe we went to the poorer society, we build our friendship there, we continue in school. There's something between you and myself we'll always defend. To the point where it almost like the Masonic craft. You join it, sometimes you go to court, there are certain signs you will put on the joy part of it. The joy understand the language, that's unity right there. And so now you get free, you see. But these things, they are all good. But at this time and age in our national life, I don't know whether we can achieve this thing. Now, our university is being flooded now with what I call Chinese language. Yeah, no problem. To be flooded. Oh my God. When we're talking about peace, then David is throwing bomb everywhere. I think I will send a peace talk to David because it looks like he doesn't know we're on peace path yet now. So that's one way we can get a peace thing going. But as I said earlier, it's a good idea. But if we started dating from 1847 up to today, trust me, Lebro, we're going far off. But that is not our case. So as of now, we are individualistic. They settled our king. They brought the individualistic spirit. Now we're building houses with fan all inside because I don't want to deal with you. We don't want happening in the next neighbor compound. You see, so we are doing more things to divide us than those things that can unite us. So it's not even taking root into our politics with a different definition called wish on. Thank you.
Thank you, Doc. Thank you very much. All right. So again, folks, Samson to Labrador Puerto, Dr. Mali is here with me. Walter Carter is here with me. Terry Collins is also here with me. We're discussing all things Liberia. Now let's veer up now into Liberian politics. Terry, what was it that you wanted to that you brought on the table earlier about uh, Donald Sano and Amara Connor? Is that what he said you wanted to bring on? He said.
Yeah, actually, Dana Sano, but my main topic, my main concern had to do, even though this your topic, I think is rich, is giving me more ideas, and venturing into it more could be substantial for the for the discourse. But I was talking about the president new day appointment that I see a lot of people running all over Facebook with, and we're celebrating again something that is fully invested with deficits, the limitation of the DA, the constraint of equipment, the lack of technicalities, the lack of training and skills. We just take one army man from somewhere and send him to the DEA and expect results. Is that not a misplacement? Have he ever worked in such a place before? Do he have the expertise to know what to do in said area? I understand, man. Being a military man with all those credentials does not justify that you have the modus operandi of the DEA. It's a whole segment of security, something that require trained officials that specifically train in those areas, specifically. So I rather, see people running all over the place. Oh, the man got this credential, he's of this general, blah, 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 and have all of these things. But have he worked in said area before? Given the fact that Liberia borders are exposed, we have a poorer border. We have no technology to track down drugs trafficking or drug traffickers. We do not have a fitting coast guard to arrest a common small boat, one babati kinu on, on our water. How do you expect this man to work and become successful? How? This guy you had there was doing very well. I know Biako or Wu Biako. He was doing very well. Why? Because Biako was in the police force. Biako was way down there. I know how you call it bare minimum or what. Biako knew all the hideouts, all the point, because the police people, they can go way, way into all those places. When you're a policeman, you're walking by foot, you can go all into the corner. That is how Biako was able to dig out all those ghettos because he got the experience. He knew these people. He's from down there. But now you bring up a military man from way up here. Do he have the expertise? It's an overqualified position. You understand? Do he have the expertise to tackle what we're trying to fight against? So I think, in my opinion, the president have the decision to make on whatsoever decision he want to make. But like I said before, I see a big loophole. Thank you.
Thank you. Let's go back to Dr. Mali on this. Mr. Carter will come to you. I don't know where you cutting in a place every day, Carter. We'll come to you. Dr. Mali, let's hear from you on this one here. Only if you care to contribute.
Well, I think on this one, I think the men of God we change lenses on two grounds. First, the man is a former defense minister. The man is occurring when it comes to security, not only defense. But actually, what I want to say here is the issue of the merit system. We don't have a merit system in Liberia where people are placed according to their credential and based on their experience. We don't have it. You see? And secondly, Liberians are misplaced. Most time government come, sometimes they employ me because we are friends. You see? And that was even worse in His Excellency former President, we are government. That was even rampant. You see? Drop out. There were some people who dropped out from the university. They made an assistant minister at the Ministry of Agriculture according to sources. All right? So what we're seeing here is that once that man came from the security background, men of God, I think we need to give him the benefit of the doubt. Because when it comes to whether you qualify, you're supposed to be doing, you're supposed to be this place, it's not happening in our town, to be very frank with you. Yeah, it's not happening. You see? Like for instance, at the Ministry of Information, the minister, He's okay. The two deputy, they got us two separate disciplines. They come from two separate backgrounds, but they're working as journalists in the ministry. So I think it's not only based on the credential, man of God. It also based on so many other factors too. Maybe someone allegiance, or someone patriotism to the country, or maybe someone willingness to really work. And what I see with this appointment, it seems to be the guy is really willing to work. Because if you were once a defense minister and chief of staff, and you coming down there and you stay saying you will do the work and you will do it properly. So I think the challenge now is, can he come up with a blueprint? Oh, Mr. President, I want to start this work, but these are some of the loopholes I have seen. Can we get sniffy door in the system? Can we increase the salary for these people? Can the NSA, so let's see what he's going to put down on the table. Because if he doesn't bring anything to the table as a fresh strategy, how to combat this drug issue, then I will agree with the men of God. The whole thing is going to be just another fiasco.
Thank you. Mr. Carter, let's hear from you.
Mr. Sue, Mr. Tool, thank you, and Terry, thank you also, Dr. Martin. So, I don't want to, this conversation going to be strictly policy and information, because I'm not going to play the petty politics that the doctor want to bring in. So I'll just leave that
No,
alone.
Wow, Kenta
no,
has
that's
improved.
that's not correct statement.
Wow.
Petty politics that you and your people have been playing all day. You're gonna leave
Right.
that one behind. That's why you must tell us. Then we know you
The
serious.
liberal, you are moderating the show. You are not to defend any panelists here.
No trouble on the platform tonight.
So this man just threw a jab on CDC that they had dropped off. Somebody dropped off from university, and then he put it alleged, but he brought it out there. So I said, I will not go that route. I will just leave the conversation as it been going, because when we join to the politics, it will get dicey. Anyway, so this the thing. To be honest with you, I don't know if Zianga accepted this position or the president talked to him before even announcing his name out there. Because if I was Zianga, I would categorically reject said position. I cannot come from being president and then someone be vice president. I cannot be going forward and I reverse. You never go 2026, then they say we will go back to 2025. The year continue to go in front, you don't go backward. And I want to do the Zianga. All right. I don't care how desperate we need somebody to fight drugs. There are so many people in our society, even abroad, that are working in those areas that can hold, such position and make great impact in our era. Then to take a former defense minister and bring him down to serve as an LDDA boss. I think that's the first mistake. And if Zanga accepted, well, it's on him. But I don't think that's the right way to go. Number
Thank you.
two, yeah. So
You
that
got
what you want to start?
you got number two. We're just
I,
talking about the what Terry. You got number two on that one.
yeah, but Terry says. Everybody spoke for more than 2, 3, 4 minutes, and I
Go
just
ahead. Talk all you want. Talk.
nah. Just give me chance to lay my premise here and go ahead. So
You finish making conclusion. You coming late permanent on the conclusion you
no, no,
already
no, no,
made.
no. I just said the appointment. I think the appointment was not a right appointment for him because of his
All
position
right. Let me don't waste your time. Go ahead. You got 30 seconds.
to bring it down. Yeah. So this the thing. Another thing is, like Dr. Martin and I think Terry said one time, that I don't care how you bring that person with all the strategy to be able to contact. Or combat drug in our society. If you don't equip the foot soldiers, if you don't give them good salary, you understand? If you don't make the law strengthen to fight, it will be waste of time. Take for example, look at the university today. They brought an educator at the university. The woman is passionate about education. She's passionate about the things she does. But do the government have the does the government have the political will to furnish that university in ways that it will inspire our students to go there to learn, or it will inspire the woman herself to want to be there? No. So it's the same way in this sector. The first thing, the LDA don't even carry arms. They don't carry arms. So how you think a drug person would take those people serious? They won't take them
Thank you.
serious.
Thank you. Let me thank you, Walter. We appreciate it. Let me say this here. I think, Mr. Carter, I think your point is quite correct. But let me say this here. Sometimes you have to look beyond just a mere appointment. From my perspective, you have to look at the previous occupation, previous experiences, and things like that. This guy used to be defense minister, chief of staff, former, all of them. Now he has been called to head the DEA. Will you not then suspect that perhaps the president have elevated the drug integration process in Liberia to be a war defensive process? To say this man who used to be a defense minister defend the country from all enemies in terms of war, what have you, and that they perhaps the president have considered the drug issue a war, and therefore, if it is considered a war, that you need a defense person, someone who has a military training to come and deal with this here. Don't you think that the president has elevated this whole drug issue to that position? And if he did, in his mind, that he has considered this to be a war, then don't you think that the president then would say, okay, what would be my strategy in fighting this war? Is to bring in someone who has a military training. Now you're saying also that the DA do not have a gun. Fair game, fair point. However, this is an organization that is structured not too far away from the military organization structure process. So I think, and then again, you quite recently you saw former President Weah's son Timothy Weah, who is the forward in many respect on the soccer field. But in recent time, they have asked him to come and be a defender in Italy. The team he was playing for, he was at one time they put into, I believe they put into number 2 or number 3, I think something like that. So the point here is this. The point that I'm trying to make here is this. This guy, perhaps he has lots and lots of tricks in his bag that Liberians and the leadership of the Republic of Liberia are willing to use. And therefore, let us give him some latitude to see how much he's going to produce. Now, I'm also concerned now that in this area, the area that have tainted records and people reputation, we saw the fight between the first group, highly skilled Liberian, young Liberians, and they have to fight among themselves. What is with the DEA issue that bring this thing up? So my concern is, I'm hoping that this young man, if he recognize that this area will try to tint his record, that he's get out as soon as possible. Why? Because he is someone who is recognized and have been supported by the international partners, specifically the United States. So I think this is a high risk position that he has taken or is going to be taking on. But what else do we have? This is something that perhaps President Bakar have decided to fight as though he's fighting war. Let's hear from you, Terry. You put your finger up.
Yeah, so here are the reasons why I think that fit is not a good fit. And number one, is that the timing interval, like the scenario you gave, you don't make a number 9, number 2 overnight. We're in for the 8 hour. So the president's decision was reached in for the 8 hour. This was not somebody that the president was anticipating to put there. This was somebody that came overnight, fly by night. Then number Clarence said something here that the man for NSA, blah blah blah, all of that. But guess what? NSA budget for 2024 was 9 million, 2025, 14, 2026, 9 million. But guess what? We have $600 million drug in Liberia. So if this man was sitting in that position, being with all the credentials in the world, how did the drug enter the country? What are they doing with all these monies that the security do not know? The NSA do not know that we have all these people in government, in the security sector, that was transporting drugs from one corner to the other. Are we not going back into the same scenario, the same playbook of previous administration? So you see, so we got to look at all the intricacies. And not just because all the men get credential, they work with international day. And look, Liberia have never lacked international representation, especially Liberians who are well educated and well informed. Most of the people that have been working in the past government for over 20 years that have been caught in the whole corruption thing, most of them are from international play. They get green card, they came, some of them came here, they went to Harvard, they got educated, they went back to Liberia, they flunk bigly. So where are we? So when we continue with this scenario, international, everything international, we got all the people working there, they get most of the people now are working in the government get credential from America. But are we not still complaining about corruption and all kind of stuff? So yeah, we saw man.
Thank you. Again, folks, the number is out there, 916-533-2048. WhatsApp number 916-330-9721. I don't have the WhatsApp phone with me, but when you call, I think it will ring. I will hear it, and I will get it. Give us a call. Okay, thank you, Terry. Walter Carter, let's come to you. You say you have something on your plate you wanted to talk about.
Yes, Libra,
and you're driving, aren't you?
I'm not driving. I find it very disturbing.
What is it on your plate before you find something on your plate? They're stepping you.
I talk about it first.
I
find it very disturbing.
Okay, hold on. Let me take this caller. Hold on. Caller, thanks for calling. What's your name? Where you're calling from? What's on your mind?
Yeah, this is Prince Sharif, and I'm calling you from the
John Palmer, Wilson, John Reyes. You cut your man off. No big deal. I know you'll be happy, sir. Go ahead. Let's hear from you.
Yeah. First of all, let me just say thanks.
Hold on. Let me merge this other guy in. Just give me a minute. All right, Mr. Sherry, go ahead, please. What kind of business is here? That one there, I'm on photo. Let me call Sherry back.
Tell him to call back.
All right, guys, can you guys call back, please? That's my fault. But anyway, okay, all right. Sherry is calling back. All right, Sherry, go ahead. Let's hear from you. I'm sorry about that. Rescue 3, wait until Sherry finishes. You can call in, please, or I will call you back. Rescue 3. Go ahead, Sherry.
Yeah, so let me say thanks to you and to the panelists. We always acknowledge the effort of our brother, Mr. Keto. You have shown patriotism on another level. And we are proud of your work, as always.
Oh, my work? You proud of my work?
No, we are proud of our brother Keto, including you. The work.
Well, what kind of work culture do you play here? He's a Eula man who has nothing to contribute to anything. What kind of work you doing? You're proud of?
Well, we give ethical what we call factual information.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Wait, Sherry, wait. Give me 1 minute. I don't mean to eat in your time. We'll get you the time. The man who you say is factual. He went on the people boat and borrowed the people beef fish and put a picture up. Then he said that the fish he caught. What? The other man you coming to say you factual here? Man, Sherry, man, I beg you. Go ahead,
Typical,
make your point.
typical United Party propaganda. Again. Typical United Party propaganda. Mr. Keto grew up, from upriver, and these are some
Uh-huh.
of the traits of those who are upriver,
Mm.
fishing and etc. So I think that information we need to be, verified. But to the point,
Yeah.
because I know him to be a very good fisherman. It's better when you get in there, you can even catch a shark, so it's not a problem. But to the point here, what we have observed is Mr. Boyka continue to play games with the Liberian people. What am I saying?
Yeah,
Has
what
the
are you
issue
saying?
Has the issue been unqualified people? No. Has it been that we do not have trustworthy people? No. The issue has been the president's inability to be able to take the decision that will be able to free Liberia of drugs. Very simple. Very, very simple. That's all. You can take a scout master, which I once was, in fact, I continue to be a scout, and put him in that position. When the willingness of the leader is there to support that person will definitely succeed. But even Mr. Brecker can go and take how you call Heavy 11 and appoint them at that particular position. With the behavior that we are seeing this government exhibiting, where the son of the president will be directly involved and he will want to shield these people, where Gregory Como will be directly involved and he is shielding Gregory Como, nothing good will come from in that place. The second issue is, yesterday, this was the man that the Unity Party condemned. Remember, it was a collective guilt from the Unity Party. The Unity Party collective guilt on all people who work under the CDC-led government, that these people were incompetent, in fact, they are not governmental material, etc., etc. But this is the man that you are going for today. Okay. This is the man that Unity Party are celebrating. It almost reminds us of the Tomafala incident. These people refer to Tomafala as a criminal, as a rogue, a thief, etc., etc. But today, guess what? Joseph Newman Boyka himself is celebrating, whining and dining with Tomafala. Tomafala no longer now criminal because he with the rescue mission. So in other words, once you with the CDC, you become a criminal. But when you go to the rescue mission, you are baptized and become a holy person. You see the deception. But I think, like my brother is saying, this is a demotion. I'll give you an example. I serve as the Chief Executive Commissioner of the Liberia Scout Association. I rose through the rank of scouting. I joined scouting back in the 80s through 25 St. Mary's. I've gone through.
You're talking about chicken rogu?
Now, for somebody to take me,
no, Terry, hold on, Terry. Marcel used to be scout back in the 60s. I beg you.
Marcel was scout too, but you just put a fun in it.
Yeah, he said you talking about chicken roll.
No, we are not chicken roll.
Okay, but go ahead, wrap it up so Rescue 3 can come in.
I will never take a position where somebody will appoint me as, for example, a patrol leader to a particular troop patrol. I can't do that. The only thing that I can do is to serve as maybe some kind of advisor on the troop level, or maybe the troop council, for example. The troop council, I can serve as an advisor. So what I'm saying is that looking at this man that have reached to this level, an ambassador at large with our portfolio or however you call him, for this man to come down to this level, this is disrespectful to this man's credential.
Okay.
What I think he can do, like he did with how you call his nephew, Samuka, he can set up a committee that will have an oversight responsibility on the LDEA to ensure that these things are enforced and make Prince Charles Johnson to be the head. I want to end by saying this, please. Allow me to end by saying this. At one time, used to be a very, very close, let's say, boy of Henry Ruth Cooper, because he used to serve as our Chief Scout Commissioner. He also a scout. The former Chief Justice of the Republic of Liberia, the late Henry Reeve Cooper. Under the regime of Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf appointed him as, city mayor. And those of us who used to be with him, our father and whatever, we were so excited. And one time we went there with our excitement, to go and organize some kind of party, at least to just congratulate him. And he told us, he said, look, nobody should congratulate me. You mean me serving as
I called city mayor under Madam Ellen Johnson Celine with my portfolio, with my position. I think what we can do, even if it is a bold position, I can go there and serve, but not to go to that level to serve as a city mayor. No, 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 no. So I think this is just a disgrace to this man's
Thank you.
position, and it's something that I don't know. But if
Thank
I
you.
was in his position, I would not accept it.
Thank
But
you.
thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. On my honor, I will do my best to do my duty to God and my country and to be the scholar. I feel forget our part now. I'm just forgetting.
They brought that chicken roll people, man. Chicken roll. So
But
I
they
tell
anyway,
God
forgot.
people at
so,
all times to keep myself
the
physically
point I
fit,
want to say,
mentally awake, and
this,
morally
Chair.
fit.
Point, Sherry, you guys are quite correct. But we are building institution. And if the guy has the ability to, this is no time to be proud. We right now, even if President Baka called me to be a dog catcher in Monterey, I would take it. If it means to clean all the dogs, that but Lofa people will not even let me come close your door.
That the people will not go there.
That people will not go. They will not let me come closer. So let's forget it. But anyway, yeah. Rescue 3. Just give me a minute. So no, on a very serious note, if this man have the ability to actually move the country forward by coming to serve and put his pride one side and serving in the interest of the Liberian people. But CDC, you drop your your nyama you're talking about. You drop it. Let a man serve. Thank you. Rescue 3, close it for us. What do you have to say? Rescue 3, are you with us?
Are you doing, Bruce?
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Let's hear from you.
Oh, thank you for the show tonight. And I think all the topics that you are discussing tonight are very important to our society, for the growth of the country. But we will not be on the show and accept deception. Deception in a sense from both rescue and the CDC.
But we're going to Valcola.
Yeah, both rescue and the CDC are on the show tonight.
Wow.
The former DA boss that just got dismissed, there was a charge that was levied against him. You cannot serve as a driver and serve and also be the cowboy. You cannot be fighting people who are involved to draw and be accepting gift from the people. So the issue that he was dismissed from the DA, and at the same time he was suspended.
Hold on. Let me merge one of your nemesis on here. Hold on 1 minute. Let me merge one of your nemesis. Okay, caller, just hold on. Let Rescue 3 finish, and then we'll bring you on. Go ahead, Rescue 3.
Okay, he was dismissed from the DEA, and he was also suspended from Liberian National Police. And Terry is saying that he know all the ghetto in the country, this and that. The deputy to Ziaka is a monitor of Liberian National Police, who is rank greater than the former DEA boy of Diego. He is the one that was appointed as deputy to Minister Ziaka. But my point here tonight to the CDC is there. Ziaka employing Johnson, these are the people that the Unity Party government sent them abroad to Alpha. And they were trained. They used the state resources to train them. They never going to join the military, and the military just sent them a scholarship. The government, Unity Party government sent them abroad and brought them back and they served their country. And we're having a crisis today that destroying the youth of the country. And you are asking the former military people to come by. They say, it degraded me. I don't think that's a degrade. So if Ziaka is coming by, Ziaka is not only coming by, just an ordinary person, he coming as a director. Don't make a common example. Go Bangalo, who are the UN sport minister. President Bwaka took Go Bangalo from UN sport ministry and sent him to RRC as a director. You want to tell me that Ziaka is more educated than Go Bangalo? But if you want to be sincere to your country, you know what we are going through in our country. Then somebody will come look at only degree and look at somebody pass a personality and say, but because you should serve your country, I don't think it will be fair to our country.
Thank you.
Then my third thing has to do with the money.
Which will be your last point, right?
Which will be my last point.
Yeah.
The issue that you are discussing concerning all like you want to be a great middle class is a very important thing. But look at the layout of the money here tonight. In Ghana, you got to speed tree, you got to speed and try this and that. Dr. Mane, when the same person that said, yeah, nobody should speed and try on the show here. So if you want to eat, if you want to cannot not the smell sweet. So the Ghanaian and Nigerian, you see them, their culture, they practice it all over, not only in Nigeria, not only in Ghana. You see Ghana men in the restaurant, they eat with their hand. They show themselves, oh, but how many Nigerians here? In their country, how many times have you seen the Nigerian or the Ghana women abusing, causing one another on the show? We don't see that. But this is among the Nigerian, our women in the country cause one another, fight one another, do a lot of stuff. So if we want to be sincere to ourselves, to bring that culture to ourselves, we are talking about, we should lead it. We should be the one getting there to lead our people to it. But we can't preach it then when we go in the gallery. You present yourself getting to be a more civilized person. Thank you for the show, both here.
Thank you. Let's hear from the next caller. Next caller, you're in line. What's your name? Where you're calling from? What's on your mind?
How you doing, Mr. Tony?
Thank you. Thank you, Aaron. Thank you. What's on your mind, sir?
I just wanted to address a few things. The first one is going directly back to Mali. Back to Mali, you know, with all due respect, you're a big brother and, you know, you have all your qualifications and all of that. I agree to that. But to come on a public platform and accuse, you know, somebody working in the CDC government being a high school dropout, or college dropout, and you don't have no evidence for it, and Mr. Toad didn't even stop you to correct you.
I didn't even hear that part. I was thinking of my appointment. I didn't hear that part.
What are you talking about? We allow you to go on. These are some of the things that goes on the show. But sometimes we just come up to correct it and stuff like that. You got the third person in the DA who was just appointed by the president, the lady. A lot of people call on school today and say she dropped out from the University of Liberia, but she's going to be deputy director for operation. We're not going to go there for qualification. Like my older brother always said to me, education is one thing. How you apply it in real life is another thing. So people can tell the experience that will be equivalent to a 4-year degree. So
your older brother that working for President Bagai?
My older brother working for President Bagai. That's my sister working for President Bagai.
Oh.
She's the security regional of Southern County. Yeah. The young people. Any problem.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. She worked for the CDC government as well.
But does she know your stand on
Don't
President
call the
Bagai?
woman Nieba. Don't call her Nia before something else.
I'm a grown man.
Okay.
I'm a grown man. I have more opinions and what I think is supposed to be right for Liberia.
All right.
She's opinions as well. So I respect that.
Thank you. All right. Wrap it up.
Yeah. Okay. So, you know, when you start discrediting, you see, that's the reason why your government is struggling too much. Because other people were in power, everything they did, you guys criticized it. Because they came from the soccer field. Because they were not people who were in your elite group. Today, you guys are there, things just moving into scatter in the country. Every day is another problem. Every day you tell me YouTube, it's another issue. Lastly, the issue with the drugs in Liberia is not about leadership. It's not about taking a general and putting him to LDEA. I agree, I respect the guy for all his credentials and stuff like that. I agree with him going there, but people have been named are suspect. You suspending people, you firing people. Nobody, none of those people have even entered the court of law. How are you fighting drugs? To fight crime, you gotta be able to send the terror measure out there. You gotta punish people. You gotta punish people. You gotta make people to know that, look, I'm not joking with this stuff. If I catch you, I'm out of money now. If I catch you, I'm giving 25 license in the street. Then people will know that, yes, this guy is fighting drugs. You tell me Major General Zionga, you bring him to the place. Okay, this man, you know, it's a veteran in the military. You know, he was in the military before the president party government took over. You know, he coming with a lot of experience. Well, what did he do if you cannot punish people who are involved in this thing, Mr. President?
Thank you.
That's what we should be talking about.
Thank you.
It's not about the equipment. They act. The president needs to take action. The political union said the president has. Let him take action on people who have been named. That's it.
Thank you. Thank you, Aaron. Thank you very much. You'll be the last caller for the night. Again, folks, Samson told Labropo, we're going to now bring the curtain to an end here tonight because we spoke a lot. So let's start with Dr. Malik giving us his close.
When the call came, I was on the floor. He got anyway. I sure, Libro.
That's what we said. We're not going to do that again.
Libro, I had a floor before the phone call came.
Culture, we say no complaint. Anything come your way, come your way.
Complain now. It should go beyond the 20.
I agree. In your favor, so everything. Go ahead.
Are we even going to straighten the country? We can straighten the LPR up.
I'm telling you.
Labira, we got problem.
That's a good one. We can't even straighten the platform.
And the person who talking about getting straighten it, like me, person that's spoiling the platform.
Yeah, okay, whatever. Let's hear from you now.
Well, first of all, I want to thank my brother and friend Aaron. I think he made some wonderful point, and I respect his view.
The man a football player, he ain't got no view, he got boots. He got football boots.
You gotta respect the man's view.
He got no view, he got football boots.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
No. Sorry, I take it back. I say I'm not gonna be fighting with them again. Okay, Aaron Brother got very wonderful.
We're like Bureau now. We gotta start from here.
Yeah. Let's go ahead.
So we gotta respect Mr. Brooklyn's view.
Yes.
But however, sometimes Liberia is a very small country and we are all interrelated. I got a lot of friends in the CDC, a lot, you see. But it's like sometimes we try to be objective and balanced on issues. And so I agree with a lot of his points are very valid. But on the other note, something just clicked to me from what I was listening to Mr. Brooklet, analysis. Something clicked to me. Even though he said that we said most of the people were, UPP said most of the people were disqualified there, something I agree with. It was said, it was said around here. But what I'm looking at now, there are possibility for this Zanken guy to also undermine the LDA. There are possibility.
How is that, Dr.
Just give me a chance now. We said we said, listen now. We said we're working on a reform, bro.
Okay, all right. Yeah, but to come up with that kind of conclusion like that.
I said, let's see now. I said there is a possibility.
Okay, all right. Go ahead.
Okay.
Okay.
We criticize these people, we criticize them, even though the UP train these people. Now we're bringing one of them back.
Mm-hmm.
All right. It's risky. And I also want to take the direction now in Terry direction. But Terry myself will not agree on that. But it's risky that the man can come and also undermine, if possible, to undermine the whole thing and even make it worse. It's very likely.
But what will be his interest? Okay. All right. Go ahead.
Is the man not former CDC operative too? Is he not?
He came from Unity Party.
Do you see what we talk about on the show before the labor?
We'll talk about
Wait a minute now.
No,
We say we're
I,
talking about
labor,
reform
I
here.
just want to inject, a little bit so you can correct the doctor, right?
No, no, we
Remember
said
when
we
I
will
told
keep
you
we'll
everything.
come to you.
Wait a
We'll come
minute
to
no,
you.
now.
so he can reconstruct his statement here. You
I
remember when
said,
I told you on the platform
liberal.
that when
If Mr.
President
Kepa don't want to fall in line with the reform, we got to act. We got to do
Dr.
something.
Mali, please just give me a few seconds, please. You remember on this platform when I
Okay,
told you
I withdraw my statement.
when President, no, I just want to make it clear when President
I
Sali
said I
became
withdraw my
president,
statement.
everybody said that President Sali police and President Sali security. We have
Wait
became
a
president, they
minute.
said that we are police, we are security. Now Joseph Waka is president. The people that serve in we are government is still sticking them with we are, and that's the bad thing to do
I
to
said I
educate our
withdraw my
people.
Wow. You,
statement.
Terry, did you see how that boom got stuck in his throat? He said, Madam Sally, police, President, we are police, but then President, where can he bring it? So that not President.
No, because the man says Zianga,
You're
that President, we
teaching
are
or
that position,
something.
and
But
No, it
you
was
just
slip
okay,
of
know that
we'll
tongue. I
Unity
talk
said
about
Party.
I withdraw my
we'll
statement.
talk about let the man make his statement so we can get out
Mr.
of here.
Papa,
Go ahead,
we working toward reform now.
go
When
ahead,
I
go
slip
ahead,
of
go
tongue,
ahead,
you
Doc.
withdraw it and move forward.
Okay, let's hear from
Yeah.
finish up, Doc.
So finally, Danka, he's not going to be the only director. I want to take that into consideration. He's going to leave until the right person come there, but he's not going to stay there,
The
right?
man is being appointed.
Eh,
He will have
And when
information.
listen now, the other men are left, and we all said you are the right man, and he left. A man will leave. Take it from me or leave it, liberal. This man, the president will fire him again. That place there is a trouble. It's a troublesome place. That place there is a firestorm era. You can't stay there long. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Walter Carter, let's hear from you.
Yes, the liberal. So great show. Are we doing our closing now? Or?
Yeah. When you only have 1 minute because you spent the other minute already.
Okay, great show, liberal. Like I said before, I mean, I was shocked, and this is getting so ridiculous in this government that the president will allow his appointed official to insult anybody that have different views or anybody that will have a different approach to his policy, and he will not say anything. He has insulted the former president, President Weah. He insulted Alexander Cummings. In fact, the entire ministry, they go with impunity. And for me, I think the president condoned it. So when other people come and start to say derogatory statement about President Bwaka, and I see the likes of Labour catching feelings and, oh, you can't talk about the Father of the Nation. The Father of the Nation sat down when he was political leader. He sponsored people to rain down invective on the former first family. He insulted some cause that you and I would not normally say anywhere. And there was an old man who was supposed to respect and say he's an old man. Instead of coming on and saying, no, this is not how our politics are going to go, he was there whining and dining with those people. Today, those people in office, they are exhibiting the same attitude. And he is not taking action. It's because he condoned it. So let the football play. Let Liberian people start insulting the president and everybody around him. So all okay, Jeppy's okay. And that would be bad.
We
You gotta call it
condemn
for what
that,
it is.
categorically condemn that suggestion. We condemn it.
No,
Uh, uh,
I'm saying, if you condemn that suggestion, then come on the show and condemn Daniel Sano, condemn the president now for speaking out on this. Then I will know you're serious about it. Let's be honest here. This is the thing I call intellectual dishonesty, liberal. If the old man who in power, who you call father of the nation, cannot
which he
condemn
is, which he is. He's father of the
he's not.
nation.
He's not father of the nation because a father of the nation will not sit down and allow his children to insult other people of his peer. He will not do that. You understand? Let's be serious here. We
He's
cannot.
not. He's not a playboy. He's not a playboy of the nation. He's the father of the nation.
Oh, now you not. You see, you putting the politics on as
No,
inept as he
I'm
is.
just giving you
You call
something.
him playboy because you are looking. You are referring to a person. I know when you be
Oh,
sarcastic. I
but
know
I
that.
didn't call
Labor,
by.
I
I
play
didn't
your
call
game.
anybody name.
Labor, I learn your game when you want on Gallup Street them pushing your pappy. I was behind your alignment. So when you can't and you won't be sarcastic to my words, my president, I will dread to step walk out inside.
Okay. All right.
But
Thank
as
you.
old
Thank
as he
you.
is, as old as he is, you still looking for a young girl to be around him. That's why he employed that other girl for America that her credentials were questioned. And that's the reason why
What
he
to
cannot.
cut up? My goodness.
Labor,
My
I'm
goodness.
seeking labor.
No,
Give
but
me
even
chance.
if you cannot speak with truthfulness and honesty, then you really don't need
Labor,
to
we saw
say
young girl
anything.
kissing him on her. We saw young girl kissing him in your house. We saw it on picture. We saw all on video and all. So
But
labor, give me chance, let me talk because
it's like a
labor, when you try
grandpa.
your own,
It's
when you
like a
talk,
kissing of
let's
a
forget our grandpa
grandfather.
thing. In Liberia, the grandpa thing, the cousin thing, they can pass all kind of places. We know Joseph Boaka. Let's be honest
Oh,
here.
man.
You cannot come on
I
this
don't know.
platform if
I
you
don't
want.
know.
On a serious note, liberal. On a
Okay.
serious note.
Okay.
On a
I'm not.
serious note,
I'm not gonna
you must
debate with you on this.
start condemning those bad behavior exhibited by government
Okay.
officials towards
Thank
other
you.
people that have the same opinion.
Thank you.
Don't tell
Thank
me
you.
thank you that I labor. You know that something serious I'm talking because
Yeah,
you
but
don't
thank
stomach
you.
when people
Thank you,
you don't
Walter
stomach
Cutter.
when
We're
people
out of
talk bad
time.
about
We're
this
out of
president.
time. We're out of time. Thank you very much, Walter. Oh my goodness. Yeah, tonight only your ridiculously past mark. But let's hear from you, Terry.
Yeah, thank you, Liver. So you know, going back to the first topic we had on the discussion, one of the ways in which we can strengthen our patriotism to allow Liberians to evolve from the government perspective is that the government is under obligation to give the young people a reason to believe in the country. And that can happen by building schools and universities. Right now, we get only 5,000 schools in and around the country for 5 million people, registered schools, 5,000 plus. I think that is very registered that the Ministry of Information is aware of. I think that is very little for the given the population of the country and the growing population. And you bet that most of those schools does not even meet up with international standard. You need vocational training, employment. When people are employed and they can be able to afford to take care of their daily needs, they will be patriotic because they will. That's one of the reasons why they will want to be in Liberia. That's one of the reasons why they will want to be in a country. All right, entrepreneurship, sports, improve sporting, soccer. Liberian love soccer. Improve these areas, technology, infrastructural development. All those things will help the Liberians to re-identify their love for country. All right. So the DA scenario or situation under discussion here, to my friend and brother, the Rescue 3, I'm not against the high credential and experience of Zambia. I believe he could do great when he have the logistics to fight against drugs. Unfortunately, he will not be able because he don't have the logistics. The budget for the LDA, the last time I checked, right? The last time I checked, in this budget is around, this budget was the highest, 7.5 million. But previous years, it was around 2 million, 1 million, 3 million. 90, I think 80 or 70% of that money goes to salary, recurrent, recurrent expenditure. So he still do not have enough to work with. That's the reason why there's a prospect that we are prospecting that he will fail because he don't have enough to work with. He don't
But
even
let me
have
hold
the
you. I know this
tools.
is your closing, but let me hold you right there, Terry. Why will you not suspect that this president, knowing full well this is his baby, that he will not focus to make sure that the good gentleman get a support, financial support to carry out this process?
I would expect him to do that. But unfortunately, the budget reading right now does not show that they are going to meet up with the president's standard. That is the reason why I believe the president was angry when he made a suggestion to appoint Zanga. He didn't even say acting. If he had said acting, that would make more sense. But he appointed a magistrate. That means pending a Senate confirmation. So, and that is where I'm coming from. Because it just within 48 hours, you come up with a decision automatically, probably because you read something from the justice minister that suggests, and especially on ethical breach does not suggest that the man was involved into taking gift from, drugs. Because when he take gift from drugs law on behalf of the drug, that means you're part of the whole thing. It cannot be formed on an ethical breach.
You will understand that the father of the nation was angry.
That's what I believe.
Each keep doing the kind of thing to he get vexed.
Yes, that's what I believe. I believe that the president took an action on an anger. And I think he needed to recalibrate and study that decision very well. Even if you put somebody acting and suspend the man pending further investigation as this alleged, then put somebody acting until you can settle in your mind as regarding who you want to represent you in that era. Because this is your baby, like you said. But they need to, if the president wants to succeed, he needs to redefine the DEA from the budget perspective, which means he have to tell GAFAN to increase the people budget. And they need technicalities. And the person you're sending there must have experience on drug trafficking. They must also have experience on drug international crime. Thank you.
Thank you, Terry. I think I think your point is quite correct. But what I suspect will happen, the old man will now lobby heavily on the U.S. government to support the good gentleman in DEA, and that you will see that the DEA will not only get support from the international community, but that they will do all they can to bring some serious minded folks in our DEA by training people.
Exactly.
That you will see some heavy training.
They need manpower. They need structure.
You're not going to see DEA working on pro bono anymore. It's not going to happen. Those things the U.S. gonna cut it. But anyway,
you go arrest someone on Babati Kinu, one cool people Kinu on the water there. You don't carry no drum, nothing, no CK.
We gotta get him man the benefit of the doubt. Let you tell all the strategy. The man are not even started.
You can't even see me. You get glasses.
Dr. Mali,
you can't see what you talking about. You ain't got glasses.
You can't see. That's why you put a full weight to your eyeball because you can't see.
But anyway, gentlemen, let me thank you all for being here again tonight. Let's turn into Mr. Soul Show tomorrow. For many of you that are calling, what?
Tomorrow will be a good show.
You know what Mr. Soul told me about you? You don't want you again,
Mr. Soul.
Oh, you're not independent boss again?
Oh, you think you trust the CDC? He want you again. My problem, let me tell you some secret in that. My problem with me coming and trying to modelize my stuff on here, I ACDC goat and Kisawali. Yeah, sedition, some sedition.
Wow.
They give me goat and Kisawali, so I have to change my yeah.
So all along you've been on a cover.
Yeah, well.
Is that what you're saying? I see why the language changed for a while, but we will have to fix that.
They live on a crowd on the platform.
So
be crying.
You know, the part that you don't want me to be on your side still. You better start finding from Casali and go to other than that. The CDC win it there. But anyway, no,
wow.
Terry, thank you guys very much. We'll take out Dr. Mali.
Yeah, thank you for the show.
So, Lebron, can you inform Dr. Mali that the Guineans said they were going to come and take the post at the border, but they still a little bit hesitant because Liberian security said they're not moving. When I brought it,
why you let for people to talk for you?
No, I didn't read that.
Why you can't talk for yourself?
No, when I broke the news on the platform, Dr. Mali
said I didn't read that portion in the newspaper yet.
Where the Guinea, the Liberian security, they're not moving. What Guinea people say, you got to move?
No, but they write that it wasn't that movie, so that way the spell made it.
Keto, I thought you said the people were pushing the people back
Eh,
again and they were moving
that what
into
you
Lofa
said.
to overtake the Lofien. That's what you said. But now we're seeing something else.
What
So
you
you
saying?
went back to Stanton Waterspoon to correct his mistake?
What you saying?
The information that coming from down there is not.
He already getting ready to take. He bed already. The man under the blanket. Man, I beg you, man. What the gonna waste my time? Good night.
Ah, God.
Labor,
Good night, Liver. Thank
what
you
kind
for the
of cup
show,
say
man.
that so?
Huh?
The Banky Blanc
Why?
say you? I said a Banky Blanc say you? The cup
Yeah,
What side me?
Banky Blanc. You know what they call Banky Blanc?
I don't know what Bunky Blind is.
I see you.
All right, Labor. Good night.
Thank you, Walter. Again, folks, Samson told Labra Pablo. I want to thank all of you again that participated tonight in this program. It's a wonderful, wonderful thing. Mr. Sherry, thank you. Madam Collins, thank you for joining us tonight. We appreciate all of you guys. Of course, Davis, EO, thank you, guys. Momo, I send you the link. I don't know what happened, but we'll discuss that tomorrow. I'll try to see if I can get that link from Mr. So. With that, I will say good night to all of you. So please, let's continue to pray for one another. Let's tune into Mr. Soul Show tomorrow. Good night, folks. Been a wonderful, 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 wonderful program. This is a good program. Thank you all for your support, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Good night, folks.